Imagine you are sitting on a small fortune, but you are completely unable to buy basic, life-saving necessities. You live as a farmer in a cashless society. Winter is approaching, and you urgently need a new sweater, a pair of shoes, and medicine for your sick grandmother. The catch is that your entire net worth is tied up in a single asset, one highly valuable living ox. On paper, you are rich. The total market value of that beast far exceeds the combined cost of the clothes and the medicine. Yet, executing a trade to actually get those items is nearly impossible. In a pure barter system, possessing raw wealth does not automatically grant you functional purchasing power. Look at this illustration. You walk your ox into town and approach the cobbler to trade for a single pair of shoes. The trade breaks down immediately due to a massive mismatch in value. The cobbler knows an ox is worth 50 pairs of shoes, not one. The gruesome solution is to break your large asset down to match the exact value of the footwear. But you cannot make change with a living creature. Amputating a fraction of the ox to pay the cobbler instantly destroys its value. You don't have a fraction of an ox, you have a dead ox. For trade to function, an asset must feature divisibility, the ability to be broken down into smaller, precise units without destroying its own intrinsic worth. To get around your indivisible ox, you have to find an intermediate commodity that can be safely broken down. In this middle panel, our farmer finds a workaround. He trades his highly valuable ox to a merchant for multiple heavy bags of wheat. Wheat successfully solves the divisibility problem. You can separate a massive pile of grain to pay exact amounts without the wheat losing its utility as food. The math now works, but solving that equation has triggered a massive secondary physical burden. You now face a harsh physical reality. To get your 3 items, you have to physically transport hundreds of pounds of raw wheat across town. This requires a grueling, multi-stop journey, hauling grain from the shoemaker over to the sweater weaver and finally to the pharmacist. Look at the exhausted farmer in this bottom panel. He encounters the final flaw of a barter network. Locating a merchant with the goods you need is useless unless they desire exactly what you carry. Economists call this the double coincidence of wants, the low probability that 2 trading parties simultaneously desire each other's specific goods. This creates a devastating point of failure. If the pharmacist already has enough wheat, the chain collapses, your grain is rejected, and your grandmother goes without medicine. A pure barter economy forces humans to spend the vast majority of their time and physical energy managing the fragile logistics of trade, rather than actually producing societal value. How did modern human society avoid this paralyzing logistical friction? To solve these frictions, society adopted money, a tool that effectively functions as a technological fix for the mechanical failures of barter. This tool maps directly to the problems we just solved. Currency provides mathematical divisibility for exact change and eliminates the physical burden of heavy transport. Because it is universally accepted, currency acts as an abstract placeholder for value, permanently bypassing the double coincidence of wants. Money acts as the essential logistical grease that prevents the gears of human cooperation from grinding to a halt.